Konnichiwa, minasan. It is I, Sephiroth Sword 57. I hope that you can hear me. I had to figure out how to get this all working again, and it was a mess. But hopefully it works, and everything is looking sugoi. Okay, I think we are doing good. Well, first off, minasan, today is a very special day. I, Sephiroth Sword 57, am turning 40 years old today. And so let's say, Otanjoubi omedetou gozaimasu to me, Sephiroth Sword 57, your sensei. Yatta! Now, here is the thing, minasan. I wasn't actually going to stream. There was actually no plans to do a 40-year-old stream. But I have good reasons for why. I was actually going to take my second trip to the glorious country of Nihon, Japan, for my birthday. But unfortunately, my baka otosan father ended up in the hospital, so we couldn't go to Japan. So this is a last minute, well, I would have let you swordlings know that I would have streamed and done a 40-year-old stream earlier if I knew this was going to happen. But yes. Yes, so now I gomenasai, but I don't have anything special planned for today. I wanted usually to do a stream like this with a lot of cool things like karaoke, where we sing anime openings and endings, and I show you all some Japanese martial arts, and maybe have a little more test, do a little taste test with Japanese snacks and things. But no, unfortunately, this will be more of a normal stream. But I figured I should at least stream since it is my tanjoubi, right? Anyway, so yes, let's read up on chat. Let's see what you swordlings are. Next year. What's next year? Forgive me for being a bit bold, but perhaps you can give us a little sneak peek at your upcoming videos. Well, first off, huh? Oh, it is work. Oh, I thought the stream died for a second. Everything froze. Well, yes, first off, yokoso. Welcome to the Sephiroth Sword 57 40-year-old stream. Birthday stream. And, oh. Toa-san, arigato for the... Oh wow, arigato for the supacha. That is truly subarashii desu ne. Arigato. Now, yes, a sneak peek. Well, I could tell you about some things that I have planned in the future. I guess I can tell that the next video that I will be making is a big one. It's a, well, it's going to be one that I've been working on for the past 10 years. and it's a very important video that I think a lot of people need to hear. And well, it was supposed to be released last year, but unfortunately, some things happened. I got really busy. It was going to be released after the anniversary of last year, but I got so busy, minasan, because I got really busy replaying Final Fantasy X for the PlayStation 2. And also, once I was done, I decided to play some Persona 4, also for the PlayStation 2. And so yes, your sensei has been a bit busy, and I have not been... I ended up not uploading any videos last year after the anniversary. But I had a truly sugoi time, and I also read some manga and watched some anime. And okay, so to give a sneak peek for the next video, I can tell you what it's going to be about, but this is just between you swordlings and me. So keep it a secret for those outside who aren't watching the stream or the VOD. It's going to be about Nintendo. And why Nintendo is so disgusting and an awful company, as we all know. And well, I guess some people don't know. And that is what's so sad. So, yes, that's going to be the next one. It's a big video. And like I said, I've been working on it for the past 10 years. So it's going to be a masterpiece. Now let's read up on chat. I've been... gomenasai. Let's get to... Nintendo makes Kusoge. True. They make games for... Well, obviously for Westerners. And... Well, okay. I will be going into details in the video about why Nintendo is so bad. But... They're anti-Japanese. And... they make all their games using Western game design instead of superior and sugoi Japanese game design. As we know. But yes, let's read up on chat. Westerners are such disrespectful simpletons. Yes, a lot of Westerners are. But you swordlings are fine, because you appreciate sugoi Japanese culture. So I don't mind people, as long as they respect Japan. Nintendo is literally Japanese. No, they are not. They are fake Japanese, and they actually hate Japanese culture. And, okay, I'm not going to get into this. They worked with the Yakuza and in the 1800s, and there's way too many things bad about Nintendo. They are bad. You should play real Japanese games by real Japanese companies like Sega and Square Enix and Atlus and companies like that instead. They make actually good games from Japan. Yes, I can see the swordling. Yes, all you swordlings know how bad it is. But there's many things that you don't know about Nintendo that is very bad. And after you've seen my video, well, then you will realize how bad it is. But right now, well, I already have a designated area for where I will be recording a lot of my videos going forward. And, well, let's just say I'm very excited. And, well, this year I think is going to be really special. Anyway, I'm going to read chat. What is your favorite animal, Sensei? Good question. My favorite animal is the kawaii neko. I had a really nice and gentle Neko growing up. That was very I had her since she was very very young, and or since I was very young rather. I guess we were both young. Uh, but yes, so she was with me for many years, and she got very old as well. Chef-sama, what party member do you use in Final Fantasy VII? Best JRPG ever. That's right. Final Fantasy VII, the greatest game of all time. But to answer your question, what I typically use, I use, well, in the beginning, I always used Erisu, and because she dies at the end of the first disc, so. But after that, I always use Cloud, of course. Vincent and Tifa are the ones I go with. Those are my favorites, and I've always used them since the 90s. What do you think is the saddest anime? The saddest anime is Naruto. And I don't want to get into details because there's a lot of spoilers for those of you who haven't experienced Naruto. And I don't want to spoil the great moments, but it has so many emotional scenes in it, and I got very, very sad when Itachi died. That's my favorite character in all of anime and in manga, and I miss him dearly to this day. But yes, that is the saddest. And I remember when that chapter was released, I had to take time off work because of that. It really affected me. What is my favorite Japanese food? Well, my favorite is tonkotsu ramen. It is truly oishii. What age did you realize you were spiritually Japanese? Well, that would have been when I discovered a manga for the first time when I was around 14, 15 years old. And that's when I realized, wow, this stuff is amazing. And I feel like I can relate to it a lot. And that's how I realized I was spiritually attuned to superior Japanese culture. And that's when I realized I was Japanese in my spirit. So yes. Chef-sama, what is your favorite anime opening? That would be Haruka Kanata, the second opening of Naruto. And also Go By Flow, which is the fourth opening of Naruto. They are amazing. And of course we can't forget Aiwo Toromodose, which was the first anime opening I ever watched. That is the opening to Hokuto no Ken, by the way, known as Fist of the North Star in the West. They are amazing. Chef-sama, what is your favorite city? That would be Tokyo. It is amazing because it has Akihabara, which I would like to call Otaku's paradise. It was amazing. I went there in 2016 and it was amazing. And now I just think about the fact that I'm not in Japan right now when I should be. Oh well, I will be going to Japan later though, minasan. By the way, daijoubu. Thoughts on Attack on Titan, or as it's called in Japan, Shingeki no Kyojin. It is amazing, and yes, it is authentically Japanese anime. Why would it have anything to do with the West? It's made by Japanese people. Of course, it's amazing. That has nothing to do with the West at all. Come on now. Evangelion. Yes, Evangelion is amazing. And I watched it a long time ago. I actually saw some of it in the early 2000s, but I only watched a little bit because it got really... There's some parts that are really hard to watch because it's really scary at times. But other than that, I got used to it, and I have been watching a lot of Evangelion. Thoughts on Trigun? Also amazing. Minasan, okay. You don't really need to ask me what I think about a specific anime, because all anime are sugoi, and I haven't really watched one that is really, really bad. Now, the worst one I have watched would be Cowboy Bebop, which is because it was... well, they made it towards Westerners, so they had to make the writing dumb so that Westerners could understand it. But it's still pretty good. I wouldn't say it's amazing like normal anime, but it is pretty good still. And even though it is, like I said, the worst one I watched, it's still good. So that shows you the quality of Japanese media. Kisses is really kawaii. I agree, it's amazing. Now let's see. What do you think of Dungeon Meshi? Oh, I have read the manga. I have not watched the anime, but I have read the manga a little bit, and it's really fun. Although I will admit, Minasan, that the newer anime I'm not that up to date with, since I've been so busy being a content creator and also with my work. I haven't watched a lot of new anime that has come out in the past, 10 years or so. But I do read the manga when they come out, when there's something new and popular coming out, just to see what it's all about. Have I read Gintama? Hi, yes, I have. It's great. But yes, I think we all know that it's one of the funniest anime and manga of all time. Sef-sama, have you read Gantz? Yes, I have as well. That is also an amazing one, although I only got it until a certain character died, and it got really uncomfortable and really... Well, it got really scary. I think that's a very violent and scary anime to watch and manga to read. So Minasan, I would say I have a hard time consuming Japanese media that are very scary and very dark and depressing, because it makes me scared and sad. So I'm trying to consume all Japanese media, but some of them are just too scary. I am still consuming it though. I try. Best Japanese candy. Well, when it comes to Japanese snacks, Pocky is my favorite. You have the support of the Kuromu boys. I don't recall the. Am I supposed to know who that is? Oh, okay, I see. Well, arigato minasan. Chef-sama, how do I become a real otaku like you? It's just you are so sugoi and wanna be just like you. Well, okay, this is a good question. Well, of course you need to consume superior Japanese media from Japan. And you also need to stop watching any Western TV shows or Western media like video games there, because you will not become a true otaku if you consume Western media. Don't waste your time on inferior media, Minasan. Focus on Japan. They make better stuff. And also, you should train in Japanese martial arts. And also, you should become a follower of the one true religion of Shinto as well. And then you're on your way to become a true otaku. And also, you need to be fluent in the Japanese language as well. So, that's important. Chef-sama, have you played the Persona games? They are so sugoi. Of course I have. I have played the Persona games all the way from the first one on the PlayStation 1. Yes, I was a fan of the first one. And I played it back then after I discovered Final Fantasy VII. And I got really into Japanese JRPG games. So yes. Oh. Arigato, Morisu-san, for the Supasha. Also, Nintendo fans give me constant heartburn whenever they open their mouths. How do I stop this? Well, you need to get away from these Nintendo fans. Remember, Nintendo fans are pushovers, so all you need to do is to give them some stern talking and they will start shaking and getting scared. Yes, you don't need to worry about them doing anything to you. Just tell them to stop talking about Nintendo and start talking about annoying things, and hopefully you can convince them to consume Japanese media and other things that are actually good. Why is the term otaku used in a bad way in anime? Nani? What do you mean bad? I have never seen that before. No, it's always used to describe someone who enjoys superior and sugoi Japanese media, like anime and manga. That doesn't make much sense. No, all Japanese people love Japanese culture and media. So that wouldn't make any sense. Oh. Arigato, minasan, or arigato Sigma-san for the supacha. What is your favorite thing about Japan and the West? Well, my favorite thing about Japan is of course the culture. Because Japan has the greatest culture in the world. And the favorite thing about the West? I guess my favorite thing about the West are Westerners who enjoy Japanese culture. There aren't really anything in the West that's worth paying attention to. Because why would you, when you have Japanese culture? By the way, how is the audio balance? Is it good, or when is the Dreamcast 2 coming out, Sef-sama? Well, considering that Sega is doing really well right now, it's only a matter of time before they decide to jump into the console market once again, where they belong. And I will definitely get a Dreamcast 2 when they do. Audio balance is Sugoi. Okay, good. Chef-sama, what do you think of Resident Evil, also known as Biohazard? Well, it is amazing, of course. I got my copy back in the day when I bought my PlayStation 1. I believe that was 1996 when I got it. And I bought my PlayStation 1 and a couple of games with it. And Resident Evil 1 was one of them. Although it was... Oh! Cripple Scratch Dono, arigato for the super chat. Oh wait, that was a tip. Well, arigato anyway. Oh, I don't think I have a tip link anywhere. Or wait, how did you find that? Anyway, when is your next Topic Corner of Culture podcast? Well, they are coming later. I am focusing on the main content right now. To get out at least one new episode of the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. And then later, there will be more podcast episodes, of course. I have not given up on the Topic Corner of Culture podcast yet, minasan. Daijoubu. Oh, Daba-san, arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. Sef-sama, bows. Most ethical way to buy Nintendo. Well, when it comes to buying Nintendo, of course, I'm assuming it is for research purposes to see how bad Nintendo games are. Well, you need to buy it second hand so that you don't give any money to Nintendo. That way you will be able to do your research on game design and how to not make games. That is how I do it. Although I have been borrowing a lot of equipment from, well, people I know. Speedoru dono, yokoso. My nakama is here, minasan. Welcome to the stream. Jojo-san, arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. What made me hate Nintendo? Well, I think considering what they did in the 90s, I think it's very obvious why everyone should hate Nintendo. Because of what they did to Sega. But also because they're bad and they make badly designed games, and they are also evil and they work with the Yakuza. So Nintendo betrayed Sony. Yes, that happened as well. So The honorable and grateful Sony wanted to cooperate with Nintendo so that they could make a true console that could actually be good. And maybe at that point, Nintendo games could actually become good if they did that. But instead, what they did is that they said they were going to partner up with Sony, and then they just spit in their face and laughed, and then they went and worked with someone else. Which is very baka and disgusting and very un-Japanese. Which is why I don't think anyone at Nintendo is actually Japanese. How's your romantic life, Sef-sama? Well, me? Well, I am single. Although it is completely, well, on my part. I know a lot of you out there, a lot of you females, who are very interested in me. What? Oh. Oh. Arigato, Dosu-san, for the super chat. Oh. Taba-san, once again, arigato for the super chat. That was for both of you, by the way. Are you a Monster Hunter fan? If so, which is the best one? Also, have you heard of the Starseed Net League Stars? I don't know what that means. Anyway, though. Yes, I played a lot of Monster Hunter, or Mohun, on the PSP. And of course on the PS2 as well. And I also played Monster Hunter World on the Supreme PlayStation 4. And, well, they are amazing. And of course you should only play them on superior Japanese consoles that are not Nintendo, of course. I feel so bad for Capcom for Nintendo forcing them to put their games on Nintendo systems. But, well, that is what Nintendo do. Anyway, there were some more. What else? What were we talking about? We were talking about some. I guess we'll get to it later. What are your thoughts on the Sonic movies? Well, they're made by Westerners. I have said this before, but it's so disgusting how the West tries to take credit for Sonic when it's made by Yuji Naka and not some gaijins. And a lot of, I see these fake Sonic fans from the West, they keep praising the West and Western works. All these fan fiction that is being made by Sonic that they pretend is official. And it really, it's so annoying to see how so many fake Sonic fans are in the Sonic community. And they should only be caring about the Japanese developers and what the Japanese think. And the movies, the Sonic movies, it should have been it should have been made in Japan and should have been filmed in Japan with Japanese actors in Japanese. And I know that they had like this character, this male human lead character in the Western one. If it was in Japan, they could have cast Takeshi Kitano as the role there for that police officer guy or whatever. That would have been so much more amazing, right? Oh, Ai-chan, arigatou gozaimashita for the tip. Oh no, I'm getting a cough right now. I hope I'm not getting sick. What is your favorite? Oh. Oh, Mr. Morisu-san. Arigato for the super chat. Reminder, the failed Sonic 3D game on Saturn was due to it being developed by gaijins. Yuji Naka rightfully refused those gaijins from using Nights into Dreams engine. Good. Yes. It's such a... It's so annoying how Yes, we were talking about Sonic and how they treat the Sonic franchise. Westerners need to stop taking credit for what the Japanese have made. I know a lot of Western, especially Americans, they think that they own everything, even things from different cultures, and that they are allowed to change whatever they like and do whatever they like with it, which is so disgusting and also racist. So yes, we don't need those kinds of people in the Sonic community. Us real Sonic fans who have been with the franchise since the early 90s. Yes, I became a fan in 1991 when I got my Sega Mega Drive and Sonic the Hedgehog. So yes, I think I speak for us true Sonic fans when I say we don't want any Westerners near that franchise. Keep them away. I was born a Westerner, but I know I am a Japanese at heart. Yes, that is exactly how I feel as well. However, my swordling, all you need to do is embrace Japanese culture and live your life as a Japanese person. And that is all you need to do to become more Japanese. So, don't worry about that. Why don't you move to Japan? Well, that is a good question. Well, first of all, financially, I cannot afford to move to another country right now. Which is why I am working on videos as a content creator and an influencer, so that I can make enough money to save up so I can move to Japan. And then I will of course find my very own kawaii Japanese female who I can marry and start a family with. But yes, until then I will be working on videos, I will be working on content, and I will be working on my daily job. So yes. What's your favorite Japanese word? Well, that would be ai, which is the Japanese word for love. Oh, Skuramu-san, arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. And let's see. What are some acceptable pieces of Western media in your eyes, if any? Well, I will say that there are Western games out there that take inspiration and uses Japanese game design in their as their game design philosophy, and they are pretty good. Of course, they can't be as good as real Japanese games, but it is better than all other Western games, because they were inspired by better games. Do you watch sub or... Okay, I think it's pretty obvious. Anyone who watches English dub disrespects Japanese culture. It's disgusting that it's even allowed and legal for these Americans to put their gross voices over Japanese works. I think they all should be locked up for what they have done. That whole industry is just anti-Japanese, and it shouldn't exist. You should only watch Japanese media and consume Japanese media in Japanese. And if you have to use English subtitles, well, that's good. But you should be learning the Japanese language so that you can watch anime the proper way. Let's see. When I found out that my friend watched dubbed anime, I challenged him to a duel. But he, like most Westerners, was a coward. Oh, yes, that's very typical. I understand. Well, gomenasai that your friend is a racist. But I hope, well, maybe your friend can be enlightened by Japanese culture and appreciate anime the correct way. Anyway, Taco-san, arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. Hello, Seth. It's Kodu. You drew Yuda for me a couple years ago. Oh, that's right. I remember that. I still have that drawing. So yes, that was amazing. Arigato for the request back then. I haven't actually done any drawing requests, which will be a thing I will do for future streams. I would like to do art streams again and take requests. But then I would just like to do normal. Usually those art streams, I only took commissions so that people paid for art, but I would just like to do art and get suggestions from chat. I think that would be fun. What do you think about the Zelda games, Sensei? Disgusting! I think that should be obvious. Of course, it's made by Nintendo. So yes, it's bad. And I have also reviewed Zelda games already. I think most of you should know by now that I have reviewed so many games, and I reviewed 2 Zelda games. And actually 3. So, yes, and they're all bad. So, Minasan, it seems like some of you have not watched my videos, which is very surprising to me. I think all of you should check out the Sephiroth Sword 57 show here on this channel. It is my magnum opus, and I guess some of you have found some small clips and small videos I've uploaded, and that's how you found me. But yes, this YouTube channel is my main content. What are your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts games? Well, I will say that Kingdom Hearts is amazing. It is a shame that it has to use those Disney characters. And it's very obvious that they were forced to do it by Disney. But I do think I did have a theory that from the beginning Kingdom Hearts was supposed to be a crossover between Final Fantasy and Shonen Jump. So that instead of going to lame Western Disney worlds, you would instead go to Sugoi worlds from different manga series from Shonen Jump. Like you could go to the Naruto world, You could go to the Dragon Ball world, and I think that would have been amazing. And they should have done that instead, but of course, well, they were forced to make Kingdom Hearts the way it is. It is still good though, because it is made by Square Enix, so it is amazing. Do you like the manga Bobobo? Yes, I have read. I've read a lot of Bobobo, but it's been a really long time. It is really funny though. Chef-sama, you're my biggest inspiration. What can I do? What can I do to be more like you? Well, easy. Just consume Japanese media and nothing else. And also train Japanese martial arts and, of course, study Japanese culture and the Japanese language. Chef-sama, do you drink alcohol? Yes, I do on occasion. I'd like to have a cup of sake once in a while. It is very refreshing and nice, and also sometimes I even have a Japanese beer for a meal or for with my meal, and it's very oishi. Although I only drink sometimes. I would say maybe sometimes not even once a week. Maybe I have a beer once every week or so, and a cup of sake now and then. But I don't want to consume too much alcohol. What do you think about the game Sekiro? I made a review on that, and obviously it's made by From Software, another fake Japanese company. So yes, no, that one is not good. What are your thoughts on Chinese culture? I know Japanese culture is superior, obviously. Yes, well, Chinese culture, well, just like how I feel about Western culture. It's, well, there's not really much to say. There's nothing of interest there, really. Just like the West. However, there is this unfortunate thing about China, and it is these communist Chinese nationalists who hate Japan and are racist towards the Japanese, and they are disgusting, and they should be locked up. So yes, they're pretty much in a lot of ways a lot like Westerners. But then there are also some people who aren't like that, and they are actually nice, and they love Japanese culture. It really depends. But the fact that there is that group, and then there's also those nationalists also go to Japan, and they cause problems, and they steal and do crimes in Japan, which I'm sure a lot of you know, which is not very Sugoi. What's your favorite artist? Well, mine is Masashi Kishimoto sensei. He is amazing and makes the best art there is. Of course, there's also Akira Toriyama sensei, also amazing. Well, a lot of Japanese artists are just amazing overall. There isn't really one I really dislike. Tetsuhara, yes, is also amazing. Hello, I'm new to your channel, and I think you are awesome. Well, arigato. Who is your favorite Sonic character? Well, for me, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. He's just so cool. And I also really like Rouge the Bat. And I think a lot of you know why. But yes, let's see. What do you think of Kentaro Miura's art on Basaku? Amazing. Of course, our late Miura sensei didn't get to finish his story, which is very sad. Now, I have not consumed a lot of Basaku. I did in the beginning, but it is a very depressing and dark and scary manga to read, so I didn't get very far. It is amazing though. So, yes. What are your thoughts on PlayStation and their games? God of War and now those are not PlayStation games. Those are Gaijin games, who they forced PlayStation to put so that they put them on the PlayStation, and they forced them to make them first party titles. They are all disgusting and bad, and made by Westerners. Do you have an ETA on when you'll be finished with your next video? I understand you wanted this polished to perfection, but it'll be nice to mark the calendar. Well, I am hoping for sometime next month. Let's just say at the end of next month is when I want the video to be done. Although it will come out once it's done. So I will let all of you swordlings know. Sef-sama, what made you switch from the Super Sugoi Swedish culture to superior Nippon lifestyle? Well, it's not something I decided to do. Once I discovered Japanese culture properly, that was the only choice for me. I just knew that Japanese culture is what I identify with the most, and that's just how it happened. It wasn't like I made it, like I decided that, oh, Japan is so much better, so I'm going with Japan, which of course is true. Japan is much better, but yes, I didn't I didn't really make an effort to switch. It just happened. What do you think is cooler? Bankai, Super Saiyajin, or Seiju mode? Well, that's a very that's a hard question. Although Super Saiyajin is a classic, of course, and we cannot forget that. That's a hard question. I'm going to have to think about that so I can analyze it properly. Anyway. Congratulations on turning 40. Arigato. And yes, arigato to all of you for the birthday wishes, by the way. It is amazing to hear you swordlings congratulate your sensei. And remember, I will keep making content for all of you in the future. So look forward to more content. What's your opinion on romance anime? Well, it is really kawaii. I have read a lot of romance in my day and a lot of slice of life manga and watch a lot of slice of life anime, and it's amazing and really fun. And I think that all of you should be consuming more of that. I know, yes, a lot of people consume shonen, and that's pretty much the most popular one at the moment. But you shouldn't neglect all the other amazing genres from Japan in anime. Oh, oh, I'm really sweating here. I don't think I think I'm actually getting a cold. Do you have a birthday cake? No, not with me. I would have had one if I was in Japan right now, which didn't happen. Oh. Minasan, I think I need to go get something to drink real quick. Real quick. Shoto mate. We can change to this one for now. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Yes, Minasan, I think I'm getting sick. I will keep streaming for a while longer, but unfortunately, yes, I am. I have a fever right now, which is not very sugoi. But I just need some Pocari Sweat. That would be nice. Why don't they sell that in the West? I find that so baka. They should be selling more Japanese products. Well, I don't know, maybe they sell it in other countries, but here you cannot find it. Did Otosan infect you? I don't know. But it... no, that couldn't be it, because his condition doesn't... you can't get infected by it. Hopefully you have some tea and some ramen ready for you to make you feel better. Well, yes, I do have that at home, so I'll probably get some of that. Chef-sama, we would love to send you Japanese guests. As a Swede moved to Japan, I'd love to contribute. Any plans on making a P.O. box? Yes, it is something I want to do in the future. However, it is quite expensive to open one up, and I don't really have the income to do that right now. Although in the future, and once I started making more content here, of course, I will be making one, and I will let all of you swordlings know when I do. So daijoubu. What's your favorite smartphone brand? Well, I daisuki the Sony Xperia. And the Sony products in general is just amazing. Yes, Japanese ones is the way to go, minasan. What are your thoughts on Japanese anime being played in Western theaters? Good. It is great that they finally decide to show real art in the West. This way, Japanese influence will be spread to the West, and then in the future we can slowly introduce other things from Japanese culture. Of course, more Shinto shrines should be erected so that you can pray at the Shinto shrines. And I've talked about this before too, but we should make chopsticks available everywhere so that you can eat properly. And make sure that Japanese is available everywhere so that you can learn. Let's go. Pause. Why does it do this? Oh well. John-san, ありがとうございました for the super chat. And thank you for the cameo shouting out the Chrome Boys. Ah, なるほど. I did a cameo video. I see. Well, I do remember something like that. Yes, I do remember it. Well, arigato for the request. And yes, you can request videos from me on Cameo, by the way. Because I've been busy today, I haven't gotten to any of them yet. But it's you can request videos from me if you want one. The videos are typically at least 2 minutes long, so that is usually what I do. Anyway, though, let's read up on chat. Chef-sama, opinion on Kojima being obsessed with Western actors for his games. Yes, I made a video about Kojima and how he betrayed Japan. He's a traitor, and he only interacts with Westerners nowadays, and he only cares about inferior Western culture. He lost his way. He used to make Sugoi games for the PlayStation, like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, but it only got worse and worse with every title. And you can see that he's trying to slip in as much Westernness as possible in his games, which is it's awful. And oh, arigato for the link. Yes, that's the video right there for those who want to see. It's a full history on Konami and Kojima and what they gone through. And yes, I do not use Japanese honorifics for that traitor. Mr. Kojima is good enough for him. Oh, TL ブリーブさん、ありがとうございました for the super chat. Happy birthday, Chef-sama. I want to be a legendary warrior like you one day. Have a Sugoi birthday. Well, arigato. That is very kind. I'm sure that you will. I, Sephiroth Sword 57, believes in you. So, gambare! And good luck. Arigato, minasan. Do you know who Dave Pretendo is? Yes, that's my brother Dave, who used to own this channel. I think most of you swordlings know Dave. And let's see, Chef-sama, can you pose for a fan art for your 40th? Pose for a fan art. Well, I can do something like this. Hold on. How is that? Dave isn't as cool as Chef-sama because he plays baka Western games and Nintendo. Exactly. Yes, Dave is my twin brother. And he somehow plays Nintendo games, sometimes plays Western games. He does like Japanese JRPG games and do appreciate Japanese culture. However, yes, okay. Scooby-san, ありがとうございました for the super chat. But yes, I just would like to mention about Dave. It seems like he has given up on Nintendo at this point. He did not buy the Nintendo Switch 2, which is a good sign. Now, I haven't talked to him about it because we always get into discussions when it comes to Nintendo. I always try and convince that Nintendo is bad, so we never really talk about it. But he never got a Switch 2, which is, yes, maybe he's on. Maybe he has gotten some good character development. Exactly, he could be in his good character arc now. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, let's read Scooby-san, let's read your message. You are a true inspiration, Chef-sama. I look forward to many years more of kakui content. Have you scooped out any specific places in Japan you want to live for the future? Well, that is what I want to do on my next trip to Japan, which should have been now if it wasn't for my baka otosan. For those of you who show up who wasn't here in the beginning, my otosan or father is in the hospital, so we couldn't go to Japan. Yes. I was supposed to celebrate my birthday there, and I wanted tonkotsu ramen on my birthday. And it would have been very nice. But then this had to happen. This had to happen. Now we're... Okay. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, Minasan. Let's just move on. Do you at least like the Nintendo game Tomodachi Collection? I don't know what that is, and no, Nintendo games goes in the trash, all of them. And if any of you own Nintendo consoles, Minasan, you have to get rid of them. And by that I don't mean sell them. They are harmful to you, and they manipulate you into buying more disgusting Nintendo products. If you sell it, then you will just make someone else brainwashed by Nintendo. You need to destroy these Nintendo games and systems that you own. or else someone else will get hurt. But for your own sake, you need to get rid of that Nintendo nonsense. Just flushed my N64 down the toilet. Good job, Fanguseru-san. Yes, that's what you need to do, Mina-san. You need to get rid of them. Nintendo is the only company where it is ethical to pirate their games. Sure, well, I would say that I wouldn't care for anyone who pirates Nintendo games, of course. It doesn't matter to me. However, it is illegal, and only criminals do crime. And the Japanese would not be very happy if they knew that there were criminals around downloading illegal content. And yes, that is why you should never illegally download games, Mina-san. You need to buy the games from Japan. Although Western games you can, whatever, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't play Western games to begin with. Do you still think the first 6 Final Fantasy games, even though they are on Nintendo consoles, well, when they were on Nintendo consoles, they weren't very good, but they made ports of the games to other systems, and you can actually play the games that way, and they're much better. Nintendo puts restrictions on the people who release games on their system, and they have to interfere in the development and ruin things. But then when they are free of Nintendo, they can put it on platforms that actually let them express themselves the way they want, and you can get the true experience. So that is how you play those games. Like you can play Final Fantasy VI on the PlayStation. Oh, arigato, Wami-san, for the link there. Yes, you're doing great work today. Seth-sama, do you like Persona franchise? Do you like Persona franchise? Of course I do. I've already answered this earlier, but yes. It is one of my favorite Japanese JRPG game franchises. So, of course I like it. I've been playing it since the very first game. Seth, I see you corrected. That's good. Seth-sama, can you talk in a British accent? I don't know what that is. I don't really know Western accents, Mina-san. They all sound the same to me. I just speak like English the way I do, and I don't really get. I hear many times Westerns say, "Wow, this person has this kind of accent from this," but I can never tell the difference. Seth-sama, are you going to the Chrono Trigger Live Orchestra this October? Well, I have heard of it. Probably not. Now, I don't know. I did hear about it, but where is that? Because of course, I daisuki Chrono Trigger, and it is the second greatest game ever created. Where will it be? Is it in Japan? Because yes, no, I can't make it to Japan then, probably. New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. I see. Why do they have to do it there? Why is it not in Japan? It's Chrono Trigger. Well, at least Westerners get to experience superior Japanese art. So, I guess it's good in the end. It's a good thing. Chef-sama, I have no more Japanese food in my house. I am starving. All shops are shut here. What should I do? Oh, gomenasai, but... Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to meditate. Be sure to meditate until tomorrow, and then you'll be able to go and buy food. If you meditate, you will use your inner spiritual power to keep yourself. Well, you will be able to feel better, and you won't go hungry. So try meditating, Seruri-kun. Chef-sama, did Kurone ever respond to you? Uh, oh, Koron, Minasan, or rather, Tenexio-san. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Kingu Kato-san, you spelled her name wrong. It is Korone, and it's Inugami Korone or Koro-san. No, I have not gotten any answer. But you shouldn't know about that. That's a video for Koro-san only. I hope you didn't watch that video. Chef-sama, can you say hi to Ryu, my Japanese friend? Oh, konnichiwa, Ryu dono. Like that? Have you visited Japan many times? No, only once. I was supposed to be in Japan right now, but that's not how it is. We'll have to wait and see when I will return to Japan. For now, I'm here. What happened? I meant, yes, someone in chat can tell you. Chef-sama, you are 40? You don't look a day over 20. Oh, well, arigato, my swordling. But that's very kind of you to say. Yasashii desu ne. Well, it's probably because I have been training in Japanese martial arts. And also, I meditate every day, and I make sure to do an ohara ritual every week so that I'm not possessed by any yokai or any yokai energy where I live. So that way, maybe that has preserved my age really well. I think that that could definitely be it. Chef-sama, what Japanese character would you like to be a voice actor for? Now that is a good question. Now, of course, I would love to be a Seiyu. But Itachi would be amazing because that's my favorite character of all time. So if they ever do a more Naruto, or they maybe do a remake of Naruto, I would love to do Itachi. Seth-sama, do you think everyone should watch/read Yu Yu Hakusho? Definitely. What? How is that even a question? It's Japanese media. Of course you should. Anyone should. And yes, it is great. It's a classic. So, of course, people should be enjoying that. Sefu-sama, what Japanese food should I buy tomorrow? Well, you should definitely get some damune. And if you can, get tonkotsu ramen. And if you can't get that, you can get some Nissin instant ramen instead. I usually go with the chicken flavored one, but all of them are good. Sephiroth Sword 57-sama, what is your favorite persona in the Persona franchise? Oh, now that's a good question. I like so many of them. This is hard to pick. Now, of course, we have classics. All the Jakus are always great. And there's many. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Gomenasai. Can you tell us a fun story of your production on the Super Sugoi show, Punch Punch Forever? And what is your opinion on a Western art style with Japanese acting and setting? Well, that's probably not talking about Punch Punch Forever, which is an anime. So it's a Japanese art style. But yes, it's amazing, and I've always have fun doing the acting for Speederudonner's art and shows. It's really fun. And well, hold on. There was something. Yes, I actually do have some. I still have the footage from when I recorded that I definitely could be uploading for people to get some behind the scenes footage. That is something I can share later. It's from from episode 3. I have some footage laying about. Seth-sama, they are playing baka Thai food ads on your live stream. What? I never gave permission for that. YouTube? What? Why are you doing? You should be showing Japanese food. That's very strange. I don't like that very much. Oh, Homi-san, arigato. Yes, those are the outtakes from the episode 1. Sefu-sama, what is your Japanese JLPT level? Well, for me, I passed N1 in the Japanese language proficiency test. And I did that in 2014, so it's been quite a while. And yes, I am fluent in the Japanese language. Seth-sama, what's your favorite Hunter x Hunter character? For me, it's Kurapika. Is my favorite. I like most of the characters though. They are really sugoi. Oh, sa Kuaki-san. Arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. Now let's see. Konnichiwa, Seth-sama. I admire Japanese anime art and wish to learn it, but fear seeming inauthentic as a Westerner. Any advice? No, don't feel that way. You should definitely be using a Japanese art style and take inspiration from Japanese art. And no, it's not disrespectful. The Japanese love it when people who identify with Japanese culture make Japanese art. So you should definitely not feel bad or be, feel scared that you're being offensive or racist to the Japanese. You are not. That is not an issue. Seth-sama, who is your favorite umamusume? Oh, now there's also many there to choose from as well. Well, my favorite for the longest time have been Tamamo Kurosu. For quite a while, for years. So she is probably my favorite. That cough is sounding worse and worse, Seth-sama. Onegai, don't push yourself. Oh, daijoubu, Omi-san. And arigato. Yes, it's... I will probably be wrapping up soon. I was thinking of going for about 2 hours, so... Oh. Oh, John-kun. Arigatou gozaimashita for the super chat. I thanked you for the cameo, but I missed the most important part. Happy birthday. Many blessings to come. Love, the Chrome family. Ah, naruhodo. Well, amazing. Well, arigato. Seth-sama, I wanted to say arigato for the many years of sugoi entertainment you have provided to me and my friends. You look very good for being 40. Arigato. I bet Dave is jealous. Haha. Well, I will say that he probably looks older than me, definitely. He doesn't take Japan as seriously as I do, and that's just how it is. Okay, so let's read up some more. Okay. What move would you consider to be most lethal in your renowned Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu? Well, I have developed many new skills. However, I do not want to reveal that quite yet. I have many different moves that if you watch my martial art videos, you can probably see, like Sahohiji is one of my strongest moves. It used to be the strongest one, but I have a better one now, which I will reveal when the time is right. Happy birthday, Sensei. I look forward to the next 40 years of your teachings. Well, arigato. Yes, I will not stop making content for all of you. So I hope that you keep supporting your sensei. Sefu-sama, have you read Tsukihime? I have not actually. Unfortunately, the closest thing I've got to that is that I played a lot of Melty Blood on. I had Melty Blood at Cadenza on PS2, which is the Japanese version, and I played that a lot. I imported that from Japan. And it's very fun. It's a very fun game, but that's the closest thing I got to that. I would love to consume Tsukihime in the future. And let's see, I think it's even more Sugoi than Fate to Stay Naito. Oh, it might be. Fate to Stay Naito is really Sugoi though, so it has to be at least as good as that, so... Even more powerful than the Sahoiji? Yes, it is. I will be showing that off in the future. Of course, there will be a dedicated video to Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu. So that will be fun. Sef-sama, it is my birthday in 2 days. Have you seen Steel Boru Run yet? No, I have not. I need to watch the first episode. Oh. There we go. I need to watch the episode. I don't know. Of course I read the manga. I read through all of Steel Ball Run many years ago. And it's really good. Melty Blood is quite Sugoi as well. I understand, Sef-sama. Yes, I will like to consume more visual novels in the future. It will happen. Why do you blame Nintendo for beating Sega? If it was actually the PlayStation 2 that made the Dreamcast fail. Wrong! This is propaganda that is being made by Nintendo to make it seem like they are innocent. It's actually a complete conspiracy theory. Nintendo is evil. They have Yakuza members, and Nintendo has always been jealous of Sega's superior mascot, Sonic the Hedgehog. And instead of trying to compete, they wanted to take Sega down and ruin them. And they did a similar thing to Yuji Naka. And now Yuji Naka-san is in prison. Because Nintendo falsely... they accused him of being a criminal, which is not true. It's all Nintendo's fault. And Daijoubu, I will be exposing Nintendo fully in the next video. Seth-sama, my friend found out I was watching your Sugoi stream and asked me to ask you if you want to play in his cake, or whatever that means. I have no idea what that means. Gomenasai. Seth-sama, do you think you could counter Kiryu's famous Tiger Drop move? If so, could you demonstrate how? A rival of mine keeps doing it to me in sparring. I need your guidance, sensei. Oh, Sakamoto-san, I understand. Yes, that's a very powerful move. Well, I do, but I can't really show it here. Now, if I had a different setup for streaming, I could just stand up and show, which is what I want for the future, by the way, for future streams. I want to be able to just stand up, and I want to be able to show martial art moves on stream. Which I will get to that in the future. I will be able to once I have well, there's a little bit of work to be done here at my home, but it will be great, and it will be really fun to be able to do proper Japanese martial arts with no restrictions. Sorry, Seth-sama, I didn't know that Nintendo was spreading lies about Sega. Also, what's your favorite PlayStation exclusive games? Well, why they weren't exclusive... well, they might not be exclusive anymore. They were back then, and of course, that would be Final Fantasy VII. But since you can get Final Fantasy VII now on multiple different platforms, but you should be playing it on the PlayStation, the way it's supposed to be played, or at least a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5. But if I want to choose an PlayStation exclusive, well, Vandal Hearts for the PlayStation. This is a really cool strategy RPG game made by Konami. Also really amazing game. Seth-sama, could you defeat Miyamoto Musashi once you fully complete your Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu? Well, I could if I faced off against Musashi Dono, I could probably win. Now, it would be a tough fight, but you have to remember that I also have experience from reading manga and playing Japanese JRPG games, and I've learned a lot of techniques from those universes that Musashi Dono didn't have, unfortunately. Now, I'm sure that if he got to experience manga and anime, he would love it and also take inspiration for it to incorporate it into his fighting style. But since he didn't have it at the time, well, that means that I have real martial arts and real Kenjutsu skills, plus all the amazing Japanese media that I have incorporated into my style. So, yes, I would be at an advantage against Musashi Dono. And probably win. Seth-sama, what is your opinion on PC gaming, seeing as it's nation agnostic? I don't know what that means. But PC gaming, well, why are you playing games on a computer? Computers are meant for doing work, checking your email, going on a web browser and looking at YouTube videos and working and editing videos on. It's not meant for video games. That's why we have video game consoles to do it. And it's really unoptimized. I actually have a video plan to talk about this in the future and PC gaming in general and how you should be playing on consoles instead. Chef-sama, what is your most prized possession from Japan? Well, that of course would be my honorable katana. I watched Chef-sama on my PS5 Pro. Oh, amazing! That's great. Now, minasan, I'm getting really tired and I think I need to go to bed. Now, I still want to talk about a few more things. Like I said, there's a new video coming out. The next video will be on Nintendo and exposing them for the evil company that they are. And after that, I will continue with the Topic Corner of Culture podcast. Many new videos, of course, more episodes of the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. I have a lot of plans. There will be live streams, more live streams at least once every month. And more things that I can't talk about right now. I want to keep it a little secret. Chef-sama, are you my friend? Well, if you are a swordling of mine, then you are also a friend of mine. But yes, minasan, I think that will be it for me, Sephiroth Sword 57. Now, I wish I had a proper birthday stream with a lot of different topics and different segments, but since this wasn't supposed to be a stream that was meant to happen to begin with, we at least got a small little stream for now, and look forward to the content in the future, minasan. But for now, it is time for me, Sephiroth Sword 57, to leave. But everyone, arigatou gozaimashita for all the supacha and donations, and I hope that all of you have an amazing evening. Now, of course, arigato to everyone who's watching as well, and everyone who wished me a great birthday. However, now I will take my leave. Have a good night, evening, morning, or day. Sayonara! Huh?